Hi, I'm Andrew Berry and welcome to At the Bench's YouTube channel. So if you're new to making jewellery, or even if you're an old timer, you're going to find that your fingers take a hell of amount of bashing. Not physical bashing, but actual lot of wear and tear, because you are literally holding the pieces virtually all the time. You're holding the pieces while you file, while you use your buff sticks, while you use your flex shaft, while you use the bench mounted polisher motors. And your fingers really do take a beating. They take a hammering. And if you're an old timer, your fingers are going to be a bit like mine. They're going to be worn, they're going to be cracked, and I'm never going to win a beautiful nail and finger contest, am I? So we do need to take care about how we hold pieces of jewellery whilst we work on them. Now, I'm just going to quickly show you some products that we can use to protect our fingers. We can always use the ring clamp to hold rings in whilst you work on them. That's great, but it is very limiting. You've got to stop, you've got to take out the piece to put the ring or the bit of metal back in, close it up, and so forth. And I find that I don't often use a ring clamp or any sort of pin vise or anything like that to hold the jewellery in, because it just takes so long to work. And with me, time is money. I need to work quick, I need to work fast, because that is basically my job and that's how I get paid. So there's lots of items out there and products that we can use. I'll just quickly go through them now. You can buy these little finger protectors. These are little leather items, it's almost like little socks, little mitts that go over the ends of your thumbs, like this, for instance, and you can use them to go over the ends of your fingers. And they really do protect your fingers. Now don't forget, when you do some polishing, whether you use a flex shaft like we've got here, a pendant motor as we say in the UK, the piece really does heat up. The ring that we're going to be working on now really does heat up. And you know what? It really does burn the fingers, and you've got to stop, you've got to let it cool down and so forth. Or you don't run the pendant motor fast enough because you don't like the heat and it hurts and so forth. So these little leather protectors are really, really good and really, really beneficial for holding the rings. But I don't have fat fingers and they're not really very comfortable, and they slide on and off and so forth. So those are pretty good. I don't use them all the time. There are others with an elasticated back and a nice leather end, and those are a lot better because they stay on my finger. You can get ones that go on your thumb as well, and they're very, very good. I do like these, but what I find is the ends of my finger always comes towards the end and it gets caught, or it gets hot, it touches the metal, and it gets really, really hot. So there are other types of protector where there's a bit of leather that goes right over the end. And again, these are absolutely brilliant because it protects all the ends of your finger. And I do love these because it allows you the flexibility. You can hold, let me put that one on my thumb so you can see. It allows you the flexibility. We can hold the rings, we can move the rings round and so forth. If we're using a bench mounted polishing motor, we can put the mitts on this finger, these fingers as well, and you can really polish it up. And it doesn't matter if the ring gets hot because your fingers are protected, and also the protectors take up all the dirt so your fingers do stay nice and clean. So there's that. Another product that I love, I think, is called crocodile tape or alligator tape. It's this green sort of stuff, and I know that we use it here in the trade, and also I know that I think vets use it as well for putting around animals' legs and so forth when they got some wadding on them, whatever. Anyway, I use this quite often come Christmas time because we can make up these little finger mops, mitts, whatever, that nicely fit over the ends of your fingers. And the advantage with these is you can quickly take it off, you can work, go into the shop, see to your clients and so forth, have a cup of tea, have your sandwich, wash your hands, come back and then put them back on. I find these really, really good. And sometimes I actually accidentally take these home and wear them. I'll quickly show you how to make that up. It's not a simple matter just winding it around your finger. I would take off about 3 to 4 inches, strip. I would simply fold that in half, put that over the end of my thumb. Now my thumb always gets a heck of a beating, and I'll put that over the end of my thumb like that. I'll get the end and I'll put that on that side. So remember, this is going over the end of my thumb, protect it, come across, wrap that round. And because this is slightly tacky, it'll hold itself, and when it wraps over, it'll hold. Now I'm not putting this really, really tight. This is nice and just gentle and relaxed, and I'm going in this direction and going around. Really, really gentle. If you want a bit more protection on the end, cut a bit more off, put it over the end to protect your thumb, and it sticks to itself. As you can see, there's no flappy bits. There's nothing that's going to get caught in a polishing motor when it's rotating around that's going to take it away. And that really fits over your thumb. You can do the same for your fingers, exactly the same as that. And the advantage is it will come off and you can put it back on. Ideal, absolutely brilliant. And also, there's another product that's out there now. Been out there for a long, long time. It's something like this. It looks like a nut cracker, and whilst you may be able to crack your nuts with it, misses, it is ideal for holding rings, whether you want to hold them when you're using your pendant motor, your flex shaft, or whether you want to hold them when you're using the inside finger mop on a bench mounted polish motor. And the idea is it has these two little depressions, a groove on the inside as well. And the idea is you get the ring, you put the ring inside, you clamp it together, you hold it, and now you've got complete access to the ring inside. Your fingers aren't going to get hot because they are not in contact with the ring itself, and we can really come along and polish this up really, really nice. Let's get a bristle brush onto this, and you can hold on to the ring, and we can polish up the ring really, really easily. And our fingers are going to stay nice and clean because the wood gets dirty and our fingers stay out of the way. So the only thing that I would do with this is that perhaps I would line the inside of this wood here with a little bit of leather just to go over, just to protect it. Because I feel that although this is wood, you still may accidentally mar the outside. And whilst that does go together, we can get sanding drum, and we're not afraid of the sanding drum hitting our fingers, making our fingers sore or accidentally slipping and putting any cuts into our finger. We can move this sanding drum around, and if we do slip, we actually just mark the wood and not our fingers. Really good, but I would make a slight alteration, a little bit of suede, a little bit of leather, stick it on the insides of these little semicircular areas, and I think personally that would be a brilliant bit of equipment. It's not going to mark the surface of the rings. You can use round rings, you can use it for signet rings, you can use it for clusters, and because the setting can be down here out of the way, you've got full access to the inside of the ring, keeping your hands out of the way, keeping them nice and cool, keeping them nice and clean. Really quick film. I apologise if I've rushed all the way through. So here are the 5 products that we can use to protect our fingers. Now, some people do wear gloves. My only problem with wearing gloves is that I find them very dangerous. If you're using a polishing motor, the polishing motor could grab somehow that glove, and if it doesn't take the glove, it will take your hand into the polishing motor. If you wear something like these, if it's going to catch these little finger mitts or this little bit of a crocodile tape, it'll simply take the mitt away and it'll leave you with all your fingers still attached. So don't forget, please subscribe if you haven't done already. Smash that notification bell if you want to be notified when films go live on At The Bench's YouTube channel. Give us a thumbs up, give us a like if you like it, and don't forget, please share this with your friends as well. And I'll see you on the next film. Take care. Bye-bye.